Good morning, guys. So we are in week 12 of the off season. Body weight is staying the same. I'm gonna give you guys this quick update while we're doing our morning routine. I'm gonna take you guys with me today. So right now, let's see if you guys can see this. Still working with this new Osmo camera, getting our steps in. I like to do this first thing just to get the body moving, get the metabolism going. Just honestly wake me up, having my morning coffee right here too. So this is just straight black coffee. Do this every single morning. This is a little bit different. I've shown you guys my morning routine, but today is a little different. And I'm gonna be a little out of breath while I'm talking and walking here, but I wanted to take you guys through what I'm doing. So I'll do about 25-30 minutes on my walking pad. Again, it's the off season. Still want to maintain our fitness, get our steps in, get our body moving, can't let that slip. So do this every single day without fail. It's like clockwork. So right now, it's 6:45 in the morning. Been up for about an hour, getting my morning coffee in. A couple things that we do different today. Once a week, check our blood glucose, our blood sugar. So did that this morning, coming in at 90. So definitely want to keep that under 100, so that's perfect. It's right where we want to be. Make sure we're still sensitive to the carbohydrates we're taking in. That's how you know when your body, when that number starts to go a little bit too crazy, you have to reset something with your nutrition. And that's how you know your body is still primed for growth, is when you have good sensitivity to your blood sugar. So fasting blood glucose at 90 today. Also do my blood pressure. That was at 120/77, so we're right on the money with our blood pressure too, especially when you start taking on new body weights, pushing your weight up. You want to make sure that your health markers are in check first. If you're not healthy, you're not going to grow muscle. So making sure that all of that is in check is number one. So today is, I don't even know what day it is. We got March 21st. So like I said, 12 weeks into our off season, so that means we're about 17 weeks post show, up 23.5 pounds. So really good rate of gain. Still got plenty of runway to continue to grow through this off season. So I'm excited. Hopefully be pushing into like 210, 215 before we have to do any kind of a mini cut. And then we'll see about a show at the end of this year or potentially the beginning of next year. So right now, it's just about staying focused. This is when a lot of people fall off because progress is going to be a little bit slower at this point than when you're in prep and you see changes every single day. Also wearing my intake nose strip, which just helps with good air getting and oxygen getting in. Honestly, I sleep with this on. I leave it on until I'm done with my morning steps, and then I'll take it off for a little bit, go train and all of that. But today is an exciting one. Haven't shown you guys this day yet. We got push day B. So pretty much all of my chest training days are the same, where we start with an incline, then we go to a flat press, and then we got to fly. 3 sets each. It's just 9 sets. It's so simple, super productive, and we're definitely growing from it. So why change it? Then today we will have a shoulder press. I do like to keep an overhead press. Just because my mobility is good, I don't get pain with it. So we keep that overhead press in for our front delts. Then we have a lateral raise, and then we have an upright row. And then we get some tricep work, so 2 exercises for tricep push down, and an overhead extension. So I always like to train, especially arms, the muscle in that shortened contraction first, and then in the stretch. That's how I've seen the most growth. It just makes sense to me. Yeah, and then we also do have 20 minutes on the Stairmaster today at the end of that. So we're in for a good one today. Energy is really high. I'm really excited to take you guys along the way. So pretty much after we finish these steps, we do our morning vacuums. No, I'm not vacuuming my house. I'm doing stomach vacuums. So do 5 morning vacuums. Then we're gonna head upstairs and we'll head into the kitchen and we'll have meal one. Meal one, they're all arguably my favorite meal. I'm super hungry right now, even on almost 4,000 calories a day. 530 grams of carbs, over 300 grams of protein, and my body is just using it. So we've actually seen my weight stay the same for the last week and a half. We're holding this at least until next check-in on Thursday. So we'll see what my body does. My body's a little bit weird. So the minute we add any food, I generally see like a 1 to 3 pound jump the next day. And then it's just sit, get better at this weight. So we definitely look a lot tighter right now at 193 pounds than we did when it initially jumped. So it's kind of weird to me, but that's been my trend all off season. Anytime we add food, initial spike, and then we sit there for a couple weeks without making any changes and we don't see it go up. So kind of weird, but it's just me. So meal one, which we're gonna have, one of my favorites, it's 4 slices of sourdough bread. Absolutely love it. 100 grams of strawberries, 57 grams of pineapple, and 15 grams of almond butter. So I'll actually put that in the air fryer, and I'll try to put a clip in here of what it looks like for about 5 to 6 minutes on 350 to heat it. It is absolutely amazing. It is a game changer if you haven't tried it. With that, we have 300 grams of egg whites and 1 egg just cooked on the stove. And I'll use a little bit of hot sauce on that. But this might be my favorite meal, or it's just because I've been waking up so hungry every single day. So we're gonna get after it today. Probably show you guys some of the push day, but I'll meet you back here before our pre-workout meal, and we're gonna get it today. So all you gotta do is remember, you win the morning, you win the day. Morning routine never slips. Once that slips, that's when your routine slips. That's when you lose all of your days. Make sure you're prepped. Use your mornings to get ready. Let's do it. Alrighty guys, busy morning of getting all prepped for the week. Absolutely love the process. Some people hate having to prep their stuff for the week. For me, it just brings me such peace. Taking all my stuff out for the week, getting my food prepped, clothes prepped. Now we're on coffee number 2. So this is my caffeine for the day. It's currently 9:50 in the morning. We're gonna eat our pre-workout meal around 10:15, and then we'll go train around 11:30, 11:40-ish. Again, today is push day B. Absolutely love this push day. Really, really good connection with the machines and exercises I've been using on my chest on this day, so I'm really excited for this one. We're feeling really good. Again, body weight's holding at 193, looks getting tight. So, the reason I have 2 coffees in the morning is I like to limit my caffeine. So this is my caffeine for the day. I'm not doing any stimulant pre-workouts. As you guys know, we use Core Nutritionals, code John10. We have the Texas peach flavor today. It is fantastic. I'm so excited. I wish I could sip on it all day. And we got a friend coming with us over here today. Come here, buddy. Come on. Ooh, there you are. Hey. Hey. So, for those of you who don't know, this is my best friend right here. His name is Zeus, and we do everything together. So, go for walks every day. He is awesome. He holds me accountable to getting my ass out of bed, even on the hard days. Where you going, bud? But we do everything together. We eat together. He eats some of my chicken. It's the only person I'll share my meal prep chicken with is my dog. But yeah, life hack. If you guys didn't know, you want to get steps in? Get yourself a dog. But it's not the reason I got him. He's 5 years old, had him since he's a baby. Absolutely love him. So play together all the time, go for walks all the time. He's the best. But pre-workout meal coming up in just a few minutes. My absolute staple. And if you haven't tried it, you need to. It's 300 grams of rice. White jasmine rice. I like jasmine rice because it comes out fluffier than sushi rice. 133 grams of chicken, 33 grams of avocado, and 75 grams of banana with cinnamon on top. Yes, on top of the chicken and rice. It is absolutely fantastic. So my go-to lately, I've been putting the banana in the fridge for a little bit, so it's cold. Throw a little bit of cinnamon on it, throw it right on top. Absolutely fantastic. If you've never done a bodybuilding prep, you probably never tried it. But
I encourage everyone watching this, give it a shot before you knock it. The flavor combo is so spot on. It is crazy. Another thing I've been really thinking about lately, I was weighing my food last night, and I was like pulling out a half a gram of rice. So my scale counts in 0.1, 2, 3, 4, and it drives me absolutely nuts, but I love it. So I'm supposed to have 300 grams of rice in this meal, and it's at 300.5. So I'm sitting there pulling out a grain of rice, and I'm just like, if anyone who didn't understand counting macros and meal plans was watching me, they'd be like, what is wrong with you? Like, how do you justify that you can't have that extra half a gram of rice today? But we stick to the plan. There's nothing to do. We stick to the plan every single day without fail. We hit our step goal. We do our cardio. We train. We eat. We sleep. We recover. We do it again. It's not that complicated, guys. Stick to your plan. So I'm going to pop up my pre-workout meal on here again, drinking our coffee. It's just black coffee. I don't even put Splenda in it or anything like that. Not a big fan of the artificial sweeteners. Try to stay away as much as possible. Biggest thing, especially when you're trying to gain muscle, your digestion and gut health is number one. Once you lose that, it's over. Once you stop digesting, it's over. So yeah, we're going to go dive into this pre-workout meal in a few minutes. So I'll show you guys that. And then we'll hang out for a little, watch some YouTube. Always like to get in the mindset of training before I go. So a couple guys I watch out there. Shout out Jordan Hutchison. Shout out Joe Ganabolic. And shout out Kuba. I watch their 3 channels a lot. It's a lot of learning from them. Also, shout out Chris Tuttle, my coach. Watch a lot of his podcasts before I go and train. Just learn as much as I can. But yeah, it's going to be a good workout today. Woke up feeling great. It's a beautiful day out. Let's do it, guys.
Alrighty, guys. It is the best time of the day, the only time of the day that actually matters if you want to grow and build muscle. It is time to go and train. The number one factor, stop worrying about every little detail, is training with intensity, training with control, training hard, pushing yourself in the gym. If you do not have that, you will not build muscle. I don't care how on point your diet is. That is the number one driver of building muscle, is your training. So we got our usual Core Nutritionals, Texas peach flavor. I really wish I could just drink this all day. This is absolutely fantastic. Again, code John10 at checkout. Use all my supplements from them. Super, super clean, really good quality, and protein digests really, really easily and well. Oh, yeah, stop yelling at me, car. I know it's not on. All right, now we're ready to go. But we're heading over to the gym, training over at Bet Francis, the usual home spot. It is an awesome spot to train for bodybuilding. Just love the vibes in there, personally. It's a really good gym to just get after it, put my headphones on. I'm very, very zoned in when I train, so it's nice that no one bothers me. Hoodie on, hood up. No one really bothers me whatsoever. And I can just lock in and focus. The biggest mistake people make in life is just looking too far ahead. Like, yes, it's important to plan and look ahead, but right now the only thing that matters to me is the next hour and a half that I'm spending training. Nothing else will be on my mind. This is the one time of the day especially I can zone out, and the time goes so quick when I'm training. It's like I look at the clock when I'm going to leave, and I'm like, dang, it's already been that long. But it's my absolute passion. It's the reason I got into this, is I just love training. I love pushing myself, hitting some PBs. We'll see how we're feeling today. Honestly, really good sleep, recovery, everything feels on point. But I don't want to make this too long before we go and train, because I do want to put some training footage in there. And I just realized I didn't video for you guys my pre-workout meal. Honestly, my eyes were just so hungry. I popped it out of the microwave, and I was just like, devoured that. Also, if you don't have time to eat your meals, I can eat a meal in under a minute, and my meals are pretty large. So you're a liar. With that being said, we're going to go train. Again, it's push day B. We're going to get after it. I'm going to put some clips up in there. so you guys can see how hard we're training. This is peak off season. This is how I like feeling. It's time to push. Let's do it, baby. Alrighty guys, so first movement of the day, like I said, we always start with an incline press. So this is the Mega Mass incline press. I actually really like this one because the handles are separate, so you can use them unilaterally. Not that I am, but it just makes sure the load distributes a little bit better. We got 3 sets of 8 to 12. So this is my top set here, just really focusing on allowing my elbows to come out a little bit, feel a good stretch in the chest, and then big hard contraction at the top. So don't really worry about what your shoulders are doing at the top. They should get into protraction and come a little bit forward. This way you can get that full squeeze, get the full definition into the middle of your chest. These felt really, really good today. Chest has been, for me, probably the muscle group I struggle the most with connecting on. So just refining my movement week after week. We're finally starting to really feel these. Really gave me a nasty pump today, so real good set there. Second exercise that we had was flat press. The one that I usually used was taken. The gym was absolutely packed, so it was a little bit hard to record today too. But I gave this one a shot. This is a new tech cable, I don't even know what you would call it, press. But I actually really like how it has the foot pedals, so it's easy to get yourself in position. And honestly, this felt way better than the machine that I have been using, the plate loaded one. So I might actually run this now. 3 sets, 8 to 12 here too, same thing. Controlled tempo on the way down, big squeeze at the top. What I really liked about this one was the handles kind of come up a little bit, and then as you push, they go down towards your lower chest. And for me, this really targeted my entire chest. I actually really like this machine. I would give this one a 10 out of 10. Yeah. Alrighty guys, that was a great session today. Just finished up. You guys saw a couple of clips from training today. Sorry it wasn't too many. The gym was super crowded, so it was pretty tough to get good videos in for you guys, so I didn't want to waste too much time trying to set up. But did get a couple of those are my main 2 chest exercises that you guys just saw. With that, if you guys saw, wasn't using crazy load on anything. Like I was saying, it's all about building that tension, controlling the weight. So the reason I'm really switching to that style of training, number one, is you're way less prone to injury when you train like that. And number 2 is looking at my physique development over the last few months this off season. My legs have grown substantially, and that is how I've been training my legs, because I didn't have a great connection with my quads or my hamstrings. So I really wanted to develop that connection by moving a little bit slower on the eccentric, good hard contractions, but then really controlling and feeling the weight the rest of the time. So I'm really dialing in all of my training that way. No ego, don't really care how much weight is on the machine, as long as we're progressing in reps, load, tension, something like that. Also looking at how long that my sets are taking. So just seeing how much time under tension that we have, so really trying to produce good hard muscular contractions and keeping it in the muscle. I can move much more weight than I am, but I would just be moving it from point A to point B and not using the right muscles. So really dialing in my technique, my training, just because, again, looking at my overall physique, quads have developed so much from doing that. So if I do that for my entire body now, I think we're going to see massive growth over the next few months. So I'm really excited to see what we can turn into by the end of April, end of May, and then it'll probably be time to start chipping away at some of this body fat that's going to come on, but hopefully not too much. Conditioning's holding pretty well. Yeah, so that's really it today, guys. Really good training session. Just wanted to give you guys some tips on the way that I am structuring my workouts. Again, my chest training remains the same. It's an incline press, a flat press, and then a fly at the end. And with those flies, I'm really focusing on keeping a good 1 second contraction at the end of the movement, driving bicep to pec. That just really finishes off the pump. It's a crazy pump today, so I'm excited. Also, when you're trying to put on weight, when you're trying to build muscle, you don't have to gain weight every single week. Right now we're holding 193. I've been 193. This is going to be the third week, but we're getting better. We're seeing more shape come on. Ooh, that guy almost just hit me. We're seeing more shape come on to my physique. So we're going to just ride this out and just keep getting better at 193 for at least one more week, tighten up a little bit more, and then it'll be time to start pushing again. Because the way my body works again, it's like we're going to see a 2 to 3 pound jump as soon as we add more food. So let's really tighten this up first, then we'll get that jump, and then we'll work at that weight for 2 to 3 weeks. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment. Supplements are all by Core Nutritionals. Use code John10 at checkout. They are awesome. Really, really, really good. That's also my intro workout. Try out their BCA product. Is freaking phenomenal. It's really good to sip on throughout your training. Also their carb powder is real good. So, and their electrolytes. So I'm using all three intro workout just to really focus on prioritizing my training. And then my post-workout meal, as always, is my cream of rice from Pride Foods, Rice and Grinds. There is no better cream of rice. Make sure you check them out. Code John10, both of them. But John out.